It's actually an army base right over there. For those that want to, we're going to actually go down on the ark if it's not too bad.
I'm going. Hey, I got waterproof. We're going. To Noah's Ark.
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. KM.
And Noah's Ark is right there.
Where?
Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
From our vantage point, we could clearly see the visitor center in between the mountain valley, and our hearts were in great anticipation as we approached the ark. For some of us have waited much too long, some years, to see the oldest ship built by man, Noah himself.
So him and his 2 sons came here, and he couldn't find anybody to tell him where the thing was. So what he did is he came down to this area, and he started walking over these hills. And he just walked through the hills until finally came to the top of the hill. And he looked out, and there it was, sitting down there.
They took a taxi.
Yeah.
They prayed that if this was the area they should start, because they have no clue, like you said, that the taxi would stall.
Right.
But what, 3 minutes later it stalled?
That's where he started walking from.
And they're so excited about that, they put stones out there, and it wasn't 5 more miles, or less than that. It stalled again. So then they started thinking, oh gosh, the Lord answered our prayer. So they put some rocks. He said it was stalled 3 times. They put stones, so the next day they went out walking, just decided what else we got to do but start where we put the stones anyway. All 3 of them had sights. When they went perpendicular to the road,
Right.
the first one they found Noah's house. The second one was something. No,
They found the anchor stones.
Yeah. Then the house. Then finding the 3rd set of stones had the boat.
But he had to walk a long way
Walk a long way.
because the village where the anchor stones is 30 kilometers. So he didn't have to walk that far, but they drove some distance.
Right.
But then he just, wherever he stacked the stones up, he just started walking over the hills. And he said he walked all day. Yeah, that's right. He was there by himself. And it was at the end of the day, he comes over the top of the ridge and he looks down there. So he goes down on the boat and he's walking around and it starts to get dark. And he didn't know where he was. And so he curled up and slept on the ark. Okay, there's a couple things I do need to orient you to is relative to the site. Is when we go down on the ark site, it's very important for us to stay at least in groups of 2. I mean, some people are going to want to go this way, want to go that way. But stay around the ark site. Don't go up the hill. And stay in at least groups of 2 because there are there's some wild dogs around here. You don't want to get caught by yourself.
God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life, from under heaven. And everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant. And thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he.
He stayed in his house.
Oh, I see.
Gelmeyi bekliyorum. 15 senedir buraya gelmeyi bekliyorum. Say you welcome. Every